What's up everybody, this is Joseph, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am sharing with you 10 ways to repurpose your content on social media. If you're someone that feels like creating content is a huge challenge, you don't know what to create, you don't have time to do it, this video will really help you. So if you are interested, then keep on watching. Welcome back to a new episode of Joe TV, the place for new coaches, content creators, and entrepreneurs. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Joseph. I am a marketing and branding coach, and I'm here to help you to up-level your brand and business online. Every week on my channel, you will find 2 videos, one every Wednesday where I dive into social media marketing and personal branding, and one every Sunday where we get to relax, we have a cup of tea, and we talk about mindset, books, and so much more. So if you're excited, press some love with a little like button, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And with this self-promotion out of the way, let's dive into today's topic. Here we are. So let me tell you, the most difficult thing on social media is consistency. I was talking on an Instagram live a few days ago with a colleague of mine in my industry. By the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do so, as I share so much content out there each and every day about social media that you really can find benefit from, because it will really help you. So my handle is there, and if you don't use Instagram but you love dancing and 90s music, this is where I hang out on TikTok, so it's just there. So creating content is extremely time consuming, and we have so many platforms out there. We have to be relevant with our brand and business and kind of be in most of them. And before you know it, you literally spend a week or days on creating content. And you feel like the pressure of constantly creating something new. And before you know it, you literally end up just doing that and just literally spend time on that platform. Now, whoever creates a social network, their main goal is to keep you there. So the more time you spend on that platform, the better it is for them, because that increases the user average time, right? So the trick is not to spend your life on social media, but it's kind of understand the message that you want to send and find different ways to repurpose that message, which is why the word that I'm using is repurpose instead of repeating. Now, I'm going to share with you, before my strategy, a few interesting studies that blow my mind and I'm sure you don't know about. So, did you know that on average, we consume 3,000 pieces of content per day, which to me is mind-blowing. But if you think about it, it's kind of true, right? You literally wake up in the morning, you check your phone, then you will put on the TV, then you will go in the car, you will listen to music, then you will read something on a blog, you will read an article, and before you know it, 3,000 pieces of content per day, which is mad. Now, another point that you might not know is that when you share something on social media, only 5 or 10% of your audience see that message. Due to the algorithm, due to the way the platform works, due for the amount of time that people spend on social media. Sometimes you might have somebody that goes there every day. You might have someone that doesn't look at your story, but only look at your feed. You might have someone that goes on platform once a week. So here's the deal. Sometimes you realize that you spend so much time to creating a piece of content, and probably one person or two will see it. And you kind of get demotivated, right? Because you're like, what's the point of spending so much time on creating one piece of content and people won't see it? Well, here's the trick. You don't have to create content all the time. You kind of have to have a little strategy here. And the strategy here for you is to spend 80% of your time on promotion and 20% of the time on creation. And I want this to be super clear to you, because this will save you so much time. Like, I literally have a podcast, I have Instagram, I have Facebook, I have TikTok, I have a YouTube channel, I will have a blog very soon. And if I literally have to create new content all the time for every platform, I will go insane. I will literally go insane because it's just so much content to create, and it's really, really time consuming and really the easiest way to burn out as well. Another point that is really interesting is that it takes an average of 5 to 7 impressions to get people to remember your content. Meaning that if you are trying to send a certain message to someone only once, they will probably not notice that. But it's just a way we repurpose our message over and over again. It's very similar to when you go to an interview for a job, right? You will go to an interview and the interview will not work because you might not have the skill, they might not like you. You will go to somebody else's, they might like you, they might think you are the right person, but they don't have the budget. And you might go to somebody else's and they will probably hire you because you're great and they love your message. What does it mean to you? It's probably you telling the story about yourself more times, but only a few people will resonate with it. So the secret here is to ensure that the consistency is there, in line to always get the right attention from the right people. And another point that is really interesting is how we consume different content in different platforms. Now, this is going also back to the way we learn new things, right? Let's make an example. If you are trying to learn a new skill, for example, marketing or personal branding, you will look for blogs about personal branding and marketing. You will look for YouTube video about personal branding and marketing. You will go on Instagram looking for personal branding and marketing. But here's the deal. Not everyone will look at every platform for the same thing. Everyone will consume different content in different platforms. So, meaning that if I speak about marketing here, I am talking to you that you're watching, but you probably don't follow me on Instagram, so I can talk about that same message again over on Instagram as well. And maybe if you follow me in those two platforms but you don't read blogs, this is where there's another piece of content for you. So it's really the strategy to find how to do it. And let's dive into this. Okay, let's dive into the strategy, and I want to make it super actionable and easy for you to understand it. As an example, I'm going to pretend that I am a fitness blogger, right? So I am a fitness blogger. By the way, this is just an example. This strategy can be implemented in any single industry. Now, I am a fitness blogger, and one of my posts about how to do abs in quarantine went viral. Got so many questions about it, got really good engagement from it. And guess what? People want to know more. So what can I do with this blog post? It's time for me to take that blog post, and the highlights of this post are ready to be converted into an Instagram post. Now, this Instagram post will be seen from other people that might not know that I have a blog, and they might want to learn how to do abs in quarantine as well. They might have not read my blog, they might not know who I am, but it's a different audience and they have the same problem. They want to know how to do the abs, right? Now, this Instagram post gets really good engagement. Loads of people reach out, we have lots of comments, we have lots of DMs, and we have loads of questions, right? So what can we do with this question, and what can we do with these DMs? It's time for me as a fitness influencer to go live and answer to this question. So it's time for a live Q&A. But here's the deal. I am not doing this by myself. I am getting somebody else in my industry that does a very similar, job that I do. It's another personal trainer, it's another fitness influencer, and he has a similar audience, and we go live together and we answer to the question that the audience have about abs in quarantine, right? We basically have 15 minutes live that is on Instagram as well as Facebook, so we cover two platforms at the same time. And during this live, we get lots of questions, but here's the deal. We can't really answer to all these questions in one go, but we will answer to a few of them, right? Now, we record this live, so people that didn't really manage to see it because they didn't know about it, they didn't see us, they didn't really tune in that particular time, can really see that live again, which is why we're going to repost this live on IGTV. right? So people that haven't seen the live in the last 24 hours can see that live and can check that live again anytime when they want. So this live was great because we answered to quite a lot of questions, but there is so many other questions that we didn't answer. So it's time for us to step back and to do more research about this topic that we are talking about. We want to know more about it. We want to kind of give you guys more answer. So it's time for us to do more research, get the question that we got, and go live again together, but not on Instagram on a live. We're going to record a video. This video will be a video that we are going to use on YouTube, and where we are going to talk about the same topic, where we're going to give you a little bit more information about this because you are very interested. This topic is really relevant. Everybody's in quarantine and everybody wants to have abs, right? So bear in mind, this is just an example. So this YouTube video gets a really good engagement, and guess what? Lots of people out there want to have abs in quarantine, right? But they might not be on YouTube, they might not watch YouTube, they might have not seen my video. So what can I do with it? Maybe these people don't watch YouTube, maybe they listen to music all the time. So what can I do to serve these people, right? Well, it's time for me to take the audio of that video and turn it into a podcast. It's time to turn that interview, that strategy that we share on YouTube, into a proper podcast. So people that listen to podcasts, people that listen to audio will be able to consume the same content as well and really get the answer and the service that we are providing, as well as having the video or having the interview. You know, these people really love podcasts. They don't watch YouTube, they don't have time for that, but they have time while they go for a walk or while they work out to listen to an audio on their Apple Podcasts or Spotify, right? Now, this interview goes really well, and we decided to serve our community in an even deeper level. So we take this podcast and we turn it into a guide that we send to our email subscribers. Now, we have email subscribers. I have my email subscriber. My friend that is a fitness influencer has an email subscriber as well. In this email that we send a free guide where we explain the points that we share on a video, but we give a little bit more information. And we also link the blog post, and we link our YouTube video, and we link our Instagram in the same email. So we will send to our subscribers the email. We say, hey, this is what we're talking about. Have you seen our podcast? Have you seen our video? This is the free guide for you to have if you want to get abs in quarantine, right? So here's what happened. We have these people on the email list that are so excited about our guide, and they really want more. So they want more information. They are ready to get to the next level. They want their abs to be on point. They just want to have a crazy body once they come out of the quarantine. So they have a problem. They want to fix these abs. And they're ready to get more information because what we share already is not enough. So what can we do with it? We can actually start developing a digital course. Now, people are at home, they want to get the abs on point. They're willing to pay money to actually get, their body on point while they are in quarantine. And we really want to deliver this value. We really want to share what we know with you, what we know as an expert on apps, because this is what we do, right? So we decided to create a course, and the way we give you this course is through a free webinar where essentially we explain you why the course is good, what can you find in it, and how it's going to help you. This free webinar needs to be promoted, and it will be on Facebook ads. These Facebook ads will be promoting it to people that are similar to you that are watching this webinar because you came from my post, or you came from Instagram, or you came from my podcast, or you came from YouTube, right? So you basically have people that already are interested in your product, but you want more people because you actually have a product to sell right now. So you can actually just target these people on Facebook and say, look, I have these people that already follow me, these people that already engage with my content, and I want similar people to them to be able to find my webinar because I have a course right now that I can sell and I can help other people as well. Now, we do Facebook ads, we put these ads out, and the webinar starts, and at the end of the webinar, people can purchase the course. And bear in mind, everything started with an Instagram post. And bear in mind, everything started with a blog post, right? So we have the course is going really well. And the course involves quite a lot of videos, right? Because we show loads of content on video. And when we recorded this video, there were so many bloopers, they were so funny, but we haven't posted them yet. So where can we post these bloopers? This is where you can post them on TikTok. So the strategy is very simple. You go from a blog post to an Instagram post to an Instagram live that turns into a Facebook live, and then you can save, it goes into IGTV, and then with the person that you go live with, you really are able to have so many questions that you can answer, but not enough question in depth to be able to do it on Instagram. So this is why you go on YouTube. Lots of people love this question and they are looking for apps. They look for a solution for their problem. So they just want to go on podcasts because they only listen to podcasts. And that podcast goes really well. So we turn that podcast into a guide that we send to our email subscribers. Our email subscribers get really excited and they love the idea of having apps. So we just basically turn that guide into a full-on course where we explain you exactly the strategy that has never been shared before, and we sell you that course into a webinar, and that webinar get promoted to new people that have the same interest that our audience already have, and they're looking for solutions to their problem. So that Facebook ads turn into more people on my blog, more people on our Instagram account, more people on our YouTube, and at the same time into sales for our course. And during this course, we have so many bloopers that we never share, and we share them on TikTok. This is 10 ways to repurpose your content. And this is a strategy. Again, this is an example. You don't have to have every single platform. You can pick 4 platforms that you can work with. But this is a very powerful example on how really you can make one piece of content into 10 different pieces of content, and essentially you're talking about the same thing, but you're just giving different perspective every time. And guess what? You're giving different perspective of other experts as well, which is what people want. They want to hear from you, but they also want to hear from other people that you think can be valuable to them, because they are coming to you because you are an expert. We got to the end of this video, and I'm so pleased that I managed to share this strategy for you, because I'm sure it will really help you, and I would love to hear from you. What do you think of this strategy? If this really helped you, if I gave you some ideas, and if you think you can start repurposing this content as well, in line to have more time for your family, for your life, and to do whatever you love to do. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you same time, same place next week.